Hi guys and welcome to Peter Ray's Adventures. Welcome to my latest video. This video is the Q&A session video. I did a pre-video for that to ask you guys, subscribers, questions for the Q&A session, and I got quite a few. If you don't know what a Q&A session is a question and answers. So you basically get questions from subscribers, friends, family or whatever, and you can answer them in your own way. So what I do now is I get on and see what questions I've got. The first one is from Gail Bunty. So she asks, "Hi Peter, do you know how many items I would need to open a small shop on eBay?" So the small shop's the basic shop. It's like $19.99 a month. You get 200 free buy it now listings. So I would reckon you'd need over 100 listings. Probably 130, 140, possibly 150. I would reckon about 130 at least. More, probably about 130. But to play on the safe side, probably 150 for a small shop. Just to cover your cost of the shop fee and the rest. About 130, 140, 150, something like that. But it kind of depends what items you're selling. If it's higher priced items or lower priced or whatever. And that, because I've got a small shop. I've got 138, I think. Yeah, 138. And it works out okay for me. But I'm trying to up my listings as well. But around about 130 to 150 you kind of need for a small shop to make it worthwhile. It all depends on the value of your items you're selling. The next question is from Just Kurt, the legendary urban explorer. Do you think you'll ever be full-time reseller? That question is basically no. I don't think I would be a full-time reseller as such, because basically I find it quite difficult to keep up with the demand, like what full-time resellers do. Bring in the items, get them listed, get them sorted, ship it out, done, this and the other. What I'm hoping to do is be part-time and basically have a part-time job, part-time eBay, and that's okay. Because, as you probably know, I've got a mild form of Asperger's, so that sort of slows me down. Like confidence issues, that sort of thing, and doing more than one or two things at once is quite difficult. So, even though I would like to be a full-time reseller, I don't think it'll ever be a possibility. Part-time work is the way forward for me. Because obviously I sell on other platforms, like I go sell on Spock. I've sold on Facebook Marketplace before. I'm hoping to sell on Gumtree, that sort of thing. I go around charity shops, car boots, jumble sales, for example. So to answer your question, Kurt, no, I won't be a full-time reseller, but part-time reselling and part-time work is the way forward. So get a bit of money together for your business. Thanks for the question. The next question is from Seb Warman, if I'm pronouncing that right. Where would you travel to and what are your favourite films? So the first one is, where would you travel to? I've got it all on my phone, by the way. So where I will travel to, I love to travel to Egypt. I always love to travel to Egypt. I'm fascinated by their history, hieroglyphics, the pharaohs, the princes, the Valley of the Dead, that sort of thing, and all things Egyptian history. Because I'd love to go to the museum in Cairo. That would be like top 5. Because first one would be Germany. First one would be Germany. Like go to their beer halls and World War II history. Love to go to Auschwitz, that sort of thing. Second one, Egypt, obviously, because of history, the pharaohs, that sort of thing. Go and see the pyramids, the museum in Cairo. I would love to go to, again, I'd love to go to Scotland, the Highlands. I've never been the Highlands myself. I've been to Scotland, but never gone further than certain places. I think the Highlands I would love to go to, probably third. Fourth one, oh, that's quite tricky actually. Quite a tricky situation. I'd have to say Australia, like Melbourne, Melbourne, or whatever you pronounce it, a big city, that sort of thing. Or like, not the outback, nothing like that. Sydney would be a good one as well. And that sort of thing, to go and see the high life there, and that sort of thing. And actually, I would have to relegate Australia to number 5 actually. Number 4 would be Japan. I just love Japanese culture. I was watching Tony Robinson, who's, as we know, who did Time Team, digging up stuff and all that stuff, and who walks around places. He did a whole round the world tour. When he went to Japan as well, and did like Shinto religion. Went to Tokyo. I've seen it on lots of other explorers. So that'll be number 4, and Australia number 5. Thanks for that one. And the next part of Seb Warman's question is, and what are your favourite films? Oh, favourite films, Hook, with Robin Williams, Hook, when he's from, normally like Peter Pan is childhood, but he goes to adulthood, has to regain all his childhood memories to save his kids. Hook, Robin Williams. Jumanji is a great film. Jumanji, Robin Williams again. What else do I like? The Secret Garden, which features Maggie Smith, where a young girl, her parents die in India, and she comes over to UK, and the family treats her badly. And she finds this secret garden. Space Jam is a great film. What others? Loads of films I like. Men in Black. Quite a favourite film of mine. The first Men in Black. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. That's a great film for its own. Contempt classics. Trying to think of any new ones. I do like the Batman films. One set in 1989. Back to the Future. What else? Let's have a look. Got quite a few about. The In-Betweeners movie 1 and 2. I do like Quadrophenia. Loads of films, like lots of war films as well. Too many to mention realistically, but I'm into war films. I like my old type comedy films, like Dumber and Dumber, that sort of thing. I like Will Smith, Robin Williams. Good morning, Vietnam. That sort of thing. So I'm into quite a lot, like gangster films, war films. I've seen lots of war films. Bridge over the River Kwai, Dam Busters, Bridge Too Far, Saving Private Ryan, that sort of thing. So I love all that type of things. Haven't really got a favourite film, but film that I do like to watch when I get a chance. And also the James Bond series. James Bond. Like For Your Eyes Only, Doctor No, World's Not Enough, GoldenEye, View to a Kill, etc, etc, etc. So I'm into my spy espionage. Thanks for the 2 questions, Seb Warman. I appreciate that. And these next questions are from Brian, which is EFS, Electronic Firing Squad, from the United States of America. He asks, if you could travel to anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? And bonus question, who would you bring? Oh, anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? So that basically means one place. I would have to say Japan. One place I would love to go. I know it's number 4, though, but Japan. Japan. Done. Who would I bring? Ooh, I don't know. Why? Because I love everything Japanese. Forget about the food, that's great as well. I love their culture, their, what's the word? The futuristic side of things, the religion, the busy cities, the countryside, all sorts of things. Samurai, Japanese animation. When you like go down to Tokyo and you see lots of people in anime costumes, their love of Pokemon, that sort of thing, which would be really good to do a holiday there in Japan. Who would I bring and why? I don't know really. Not sure who I'd actually bring, but I'm not sure actually who I would bring, but it could be anyone, like a celebrity or a friend, family member. I don't know. It depended who could do a lot of walking, because I like to walk quite a bit. And who has the time to go and do vlogging, photographing, that sort of thing, and just do it at a slower pace. Because I'm not one of these people who go abroad and go around everywhere. I do things at a slower pace, not like sitting on a beach, stuff like that. But I would probably like my mate Stuart. I've got a mate Stuart who's 3 years older than me. I could bring him because I've known him for years. If you're thinking celebrity status, actually, friend-wise, my mate Stuart, which none you know. Celebrity status, the whole band from Enter Shikari, the British rock electronic band Enter Shikari. Rue Reynolds, Rob Rolfe, Chris Batten, and Rory C. I'd love to bring them along to Japan. Even though they've been before, I'd love to be there with them. My favourite band entirely. Thanks for that one, Brian. The next one Brian has, a question is, always mentioned being a part-time reseller. Are you working another job? Are you still job seeking? Why not become a full-time reseller? It sort of comes in the end of Just Kurt. Is question, do you think you'll ever become a full-time reseller? Basically, not at the moment. I used to work with children age 4 years old to 11, doing that part-time, and I loved that, and doing eBay. At the time I wasn't doing as much eBay as I do now, but I would love to get back into that sort of thing, part-time eBay to part-time work, because if I do full-time work, then it's very tricky. Full-time work to eBay I couldn't do, because I have a condition called Asperger's, which basically means a lot of things I do is a lot slower. Communication's an issue, that sort of thing. So I have to take a lot of things slowly to understand a lot of things. So no, I probably wouldn't do full-time reselling, because it wouldn't be viable for me, because I get times where I just get down. I feel down and feel like going, do I have to do it? Why? That sort of thing. I sort of like can't keep it up. I can do a few hours at a time here and a few hours at a time there, and then I just get like tired and, well, how can I put it? Not in the mood for it, sort of thing. But part-time work, part-time eBay is the way forward for me. Thanks for that question, Brian. The last question that Brian had, which is Electronic Firing Squad, is, if you could only sell one type of item, like only toys or media, what would it be and why? Ooh, for me, my love of gaming, like consoles, gaming. So the one type of item that I would sell, if I could sell only one type of item, it would be having to be gaming related. Gaming bundles, like games, consoles, bundles, that sort of thing. Because I love consoles. As you can see, I've got some at the back here. PS4, PS2. That's not the whole collection, but just a few. I've got consoles all about. Because I would love to sell just consoles with games and bundles and accessories, that sort of thing, in the gaming sense of things. But in a way, that's not viable. But if it could, and the world was a good place, I would do that. Anyway, so the gaming side of things, the bundles, the games, that sort of thing. What else? What would it be? Oh, and why? It's basically because my love of gaming. I love it myself. I've been gaming since I was 4. Back in 1994, when I was 4, I had a Sega Master System 2, which I've still got to this day, which had like Alex the Kid on its, Sonic for free, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, etc, etc, etc. And I got some games for Christmas and birthdays. I've always been interested in the gaming side of things, like the electronics inside the game, the games itself, who makes the games, how they made them, and what they play like. Because, as you see, I've got a game here. Iron Man Land, Air and Sea. That's a game for my collection here. Got it 99p. Collecting the whole Army 1 Men collection for my collection. And, like, I'm fascinated by gamers who do gaming channels. Like, when they collect games, I'm like, oh my god. It's like when some people get fascinated by machinery or trees or clothes sellers. And like, oh god, they've got this. They've got the latest Giorgio Armani suit. Oh my god. I'm like that with a game. They've got like Resident Evil 4, Tenchu. I'm like, oh my god. I need that in my life. That's basically my love of gaming and why I would do it. Anyway, so thanks to Brian, Electronic Firing Squad, Gail Bunty, Just Kurt, and Seb Warman for your questions. Much appreciated. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. I will probably do another Q&A session later on in the year, which probably be around autumn time, something like that, just to get a few more videos done and that sort of thing, and see where I am and that. Appreciate all the questions as well. Like, share and subscribe to the channel. And once again, thanks for watching. Take care and have fun. See you guys.